So here we are having a solid which is known as engine crankshaft web. So this is engine crankshaft web. So what we are going to do now is we will be drawing the front view, top view and right side view of this solid. So we'll be drawing the front view, top view and right side view of the solid. So in this case, when you're observing from the front, so already the arrowhead which is indicating the direction of the front view is given. So it is in this direction. So in the front view, you can see a bigger surface. Okay, so this surface completely will be visible in the front view. Here we are having two holes. One is having a diameter of 20 mm, another one is also having a diameter of 20 mm. So this whole surface will be visible in the front view. So here the total height of the front view is, here we are having a radius of 60. So it is 60. So this is in line. So 60 plus 30 plus 20. So 60 plus 30 is 90. 90 plus 20 will be 110. So total height of the front view is 110. So because of this reason, what I have done is, I have drawn the XY line a bit below the center of the page. So then only I will be able to fit this front view in this region. And when it comes to the top view, it is very thin. So I shall explain it. So when it comes to the top view, here the thickness of, here we are having a thickness of 15 mm. So this is 15 mm and this surface will be visible completely in the top view, but these two holes won't be visible in the top view. So what is the total width of this surface? The total width of this surface is 60 plus 60, 120. So the radius is 60, so the diameter will be 120. So it is 120 into 15. So the top surface will be seen as a rectangle. These curves, it won't be visible as a curve in the top view because you are looking from some distance. So in the top view totally it will be seen as a rectangle. And what about the right side view? So here this is the direction of the right side view. In the right side view, you can see a curved surface here and some curved surface is also here present, and here also we are having a slight curved surface. But when you are looking from the right side, these curves won't be visible as curves, but it will be seen as flat surface. Even though they are curves, they will be seen as flat surface. So what will be the right side view? Right side view will be actually two rectangles. One rectangle will be having a height of 30 plus 20, which is 50. So 50 into 15, and the next rectangle will be, so this radius is 60, so it will be 60 into 15. The thickness is 15. So that is about the front view, top view and right side view. So what you have to take notice, here specifically some curved surfaces are present, and it is only in the front view you will be able to see them as curved surface. Both in the top view and in the side view, you won't be able to see it as a curved surface. So first we shall draw the front view. So in the front view, the total width of the front view, it is 60 plus 60, 120, and total height of the front view is 60 plus 30 plus 20, it is equal to 110. So let us take, so from the center of this portion, from the approximately from the center of this portion, approximately we shall draw a chain line which is having a height of a total of 110 mm. 110 mm. So after drawing this 110 mm as a vertical height, so here we are having an arc. Here this is an arc, and this arc is having a radius of 20. So we shall draw this arc portion at a radius of 20. So this height is 20. Initially we shall draw a reference line here, 20 mm below this. So this is totally 110. You just take 20 mm below, which is 90. So at 90 you just draw a reference line here, a thin line. Now take 20 mm in compass. Now Totally this is 110, and we have drawn this circular part. Now what we shall do is we shall take 60 mm. We shall take 60 mm from the bottom surface, and we shall draw a reference line here at an angle of at a height of 60 mm. We shall draw another reference line or a thin line from the base. Now using compass, we shall draw this circular part at a radius of 60 mm. So it will be a semicircle in the front view. Now in this region we are having a small arc. Here also we are having a small arc. Here also we are having a small arc. So in order to draw these small arc, we shall follow the following procedure. So initially we shall draw a thin line connecting these two ends, and from this region also we shall draw two thin lines. So already we are having a thin line here. We shall draw another thin line from this portion. From this portion also we shall draw one more thin line. Now the radius of this arc and this arc, this is a symmetric solid. So here left portion and right portion, they will be symmetric. So here the radius is 10. So in order to draw this radius 10, we need a center point. So in order to locate the center, we shall follow the procedure. So here we have having two lines. So we shall take a vertical height of 10 mm and we shall take a horizontal distance of 10 mm. So this will be one of the centers for drawing the arc of radius 10. So with the compass, you take again 10 mm and draw an arc connecting this line and this line tangentially using thick lines. Now the same procedure is repeated here also. You take 10 mm horizontally and 10 mm vertically. You will be getting a center here. You are connecting these two sides tangentially using an arc. Now connecting these two ends, we shall draw a thick line. These two ends, again another thick line. These two ends, we are having a thick line, and connecting these two ends also, we are having a thick line. Now we shall draw these two circles to this front view. So where the first circle is located, it is located exactly here. The diameter is 20, so that the radius will be 10. The second circle is exactly located at this center. Again, the diameter is 20, radius is 10. So already we are having the radius 10 in our compass. We shall draw an axis of symmetry also here. Now we shall draw the top view. So what about the top view? This yellow colored region will be completely visible in the top view. These two holes won't be visible in the top view. The thickness of the top view is 15 mm and the total length is 120, 60 plus 60. So here the radius is 60, so totally this will be 120. So top view will be a long rectangle of 15 mm width and 120 mm length. And here you are visible two, so here you have to show two holes, the outline of these two holes as dash thick lines, because in the top view these two holes are invisible. So in the top view, you cannot see any curved surface because you are observing it from a distance. That is why it is completely seen as a rectangle without any curves. Now we shall draw the side view. So what about the side view? In the side view, you can see two rectangles. The first rectangle is 15 mm in thick and 60 mm in height. It is representing this area. The second rectangle is again 15 mm in thick and it is having a height of 30 plus 20 which is equal to 50. And in the side view also you are not able to see these two circular holes. So the outline of these two circular holes you have to represent it using dash thick lines. So in the side view here we can see an edge. Here we can see an edge because in the side view here we don't have a curved surface. So here we are having an edge. That is why here you are having a partition. Now let us dimension this diagram. So as I have already mentioned almost all the dimensions in the front view and top view, I am not dimensioning the side view. So this completes the front view, top view and the side view.